Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 19 on the Empire's Project. Alright, so I believe you've watched episode 18 and going on to 19, we are still on the Gable works. Alright, okay, so this is the rooftop. This is how the roof is going to look like. Okay, it's a hidden roof with gutters on both the left flank and then on the right. Okay, it's just a straight line gutter, and then in the middle we have two slabs, one at the front and one at the back. Okay, yes, so this is exactly what we have, and we're going to be doing exactly that. So 3Ds are necessary. It helps you to have an idea of how the house should look like when it is completed. Sometimes you don't really appreciate the drawing that much in terms of architectural drawing or the structural drawing. Structural drawings are detailed drawing that tells you the thickness, how big the beam should be of the columns, and all of that. The beginning of the project, which we call the starter pillars, it tells you all of that. But in a 3D, it gives you a pictorial view of the entire house when it's completed. The color selection, the roof type, the windows, the glasses, and all of that. So it is always important to get a 3D from your architect. It's very, very important. So the after lintel block work is going on, which we call the Gable works, or you can say after lintel block work. If you need someone to do your borehole drilling, please contact my cousin, Mr. Jonathan Amwa, for your borehole drilling. It is important that you get the right people to do the borehole drilling so you don't suffer from cave-in. Most people do borehole drilling and in no time it caves in. And then you will have to cough up another money to do another borehole drilling. Borehole drilling should come with warranty. So should there be any challenges, you can always rely on them to rectify that for you. Mr. Amwa has that kind of process where you can always call him should you have any challenges with your borehole. He and his team will be there to support you. Okay, he sells all kinds of pumps. Okay, he does reverse osmosis and water treatment. Call Mr. Jonathan Amma, who is my cousin, so he can help you out. All right, so this lintel block work, as you see, we are going to extend the height after the gutters are completed. Okay, yes, after the gutters are completed, that will determine if we need to extend the block work, and surely we are going to extend them because of the height we're looking for, and then the slope of the roof, because the roof is going to slope from the center to the left and then from the center to the right, and so the middle partition block will be higher. Okay, so we are going to increase that block work, and in that way it increases the height of the room. Okay, it increases the height of the room. So for us, that is the main goal. Ensure that the height of the room is about 3.2 meters. 3.2 meters is enough. So you can raise your hand, have a ceiling fan and all of that, and that will not even affect you. Okay, so Project Empire is doing great. Yes, we put in all our attention there and ensuring that there is no mistake. Architect is always on the standby. Should there be any challenge, we can rely on him. Other than that, everything has been so smooth. Our client is so smart. He also studies the drawing. Should there be any anomaly, he would definitely point it out. And for me, that is very interesting, because most people, majority of the people, do not have an idea when it comes to architectural drawing. And so whether or not there is an issue, or they have no idea. They have no idea. So it's better to have a third eye. Have a third eye who constantly monitor and be able to tell you that, okay, I think there's an issue here that needs to be rectified. Okay, yeah, so far so good. The iron rods we're using 14 mm. You can decide to use 12 mm. Okay, but because of recent time, these companies have reduced even the width of the 12 mm. Earlier on, a 12 mm looks like a 14 mm, and a 14 mm looks like an 18 mm. But now they've reduced them. So 12 mm looks somehow funny. And sometimes I don't encourage you using 12 mm. In place of 12 mm, I will use 14 mm. Yes, I will use 14 mm for the pillars and whatever I'm doing. Lentils, there are some area that spans more than 20 feet. As per the rule of steel bending works, any span that goes beyond 22 point something feet, there's to either be a beam protruding or there's to be a supporting pillar. So if you have a lintel that spans somewhere around 19 or 18 feet, I would suggest you don't use 12 mm. You can use 18 mm. Yes, use 18 mm or just go with high tensile for that particular stretch. It is very important because with time, the gable works will come and sit on the lintel, and then the roof will also come and sit on it. So that brings it enough load, and that load can cause a sagging of the lintel. You understand? So it is very, very important that area that spans 18 feet, 14 feet. Don't use 12 mm for your lintel. You can go with 14 or 16. Yeah, you can go with 16 for those wider stretch areas. All right. So what we're going to do right now, the carpenter would have to come and board those gable pillars. Okay. Yes, those gable pillars. The carpenter will have to do the boarding, and then casting will take place. Okay, casting will take place. The next episode, which is going to be episode 20, you're going to see the formation of the gutter. Okay, yes, and then right after that, we're going to do the formwork for the front entrance and the back patio. All right. So how do you rate the block work? Neat. Those pipe you see up there, those are for the rain gutters. Okay, rain gutters are really, really important so that you don't have pipes hanging on the wall here and there. I don't like pipe hanging on the wall. It takes away the beauty of the house. There are so beautiful, so much houses that I've seen, so beautiful, but the plumber was a mess. So I always urge you to form a great team. Make sure that the team that you have on your project, have acquired a certain knowledge of education and have experience. That helps a lot. It helps a lot to reduce the unnecessary mistakes. So how thick the pillar is, so beautiful. There is a design on top of the windows, and those that is the reason for those iron rods poking out there. If you look at the lintel, you will see an iron rod projecting there. And if you go back to the 3D, you will see those design. And this design is to protect any rainwater or sunlight directly affecting the glass or heading its way into the room. So it is a design that brings the pictorial view of the house, for you to admire and see the beauty. Okay, it's part of the designing stage of the 3D. So we need to make sure that have been provided. The windows line up symmetrically. Okay, one is not longer than the other. No, if you look at the top of the lintel, that of the windows, everything is in line. It looks beautiful. Okay, very, very important. Very, very important. And so I'm happy for our client, and I'm glad that he chose me because I put my heart into everything that I do. Okay, I'm so passionate about what I'm doing. It is very, very important. And we don't slack. No. We don't slack here. Okay. Yes. And we learn from our mistakes. We make progression from our previous project. And so we keep improving day by day. And that is how we learn. It is only a fool who is not ready to learn. Yes, mistakes are not permanent. Yeah, you can learn from it and make a better progression for other projects. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you've not, okay? And reach out to me if you need my services so that I can build your house for you. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. Bye-bye.